Hello everyone, and thank you for tuning into tonight's tapping session. Just to let you know why I'm doing these sessions, they're part of a sequence of video clips, scheduled video clips, live video clips I'm doing every week to just equip you with some self-help tools and some tips and techniques and ideas to just make sure that you're both mentally and physically in a really good place. So I've just last week I contacted a few of my regular clients just to check in with them, and a lot of them said they're doing okay, but some of them said they're not that great, and again a few said actually doing really well. So wherever you are at, whatever level you are at, it's really worth just doing what you can to keep yourself both mentally and physically fit and healthy. Obviously there's exercise. One of the things I look at is nutrition. That's on a Friday at midday, just to look at supplementation wise or nutrition wise, is there something which is worth doing for you. Then Wednesday, I'm going backwards now for some reason. Wednesdays, my daughter is really passionate about sharing some of her key breathing techniques, and will really help you fill your lungs with lots of oxygen and just kind of help you relax. So they're really short clips, but actually some of those techniques she's going through are really powerful, so play around with those. And then Monday lunchtimes, I'm going to share with you some kind of acupuncture, lymphatic massage type of techniques you can use to help with your immune system and various different things really. So that's acupuncture or kinesiology, and that's on a Monday lunchtime. So Monday, Wednesday and Friday I've got short clips for you to plug into to help you just make the most of your health and be healthy and stay healthy. But for now, what I want to do is, as every Sunday, I'm going to be doing a tapping sequence. I'd love to hear from you if there's anything in particular you're feeling, you're going through mentally at the moment, which you'd, or physically, it could be pain or whatever it is, which you'd like us to tap on, or me to cover in one of these clips on a Sunday evening. But there's something I've observed over the last couple of days, which I just felt like tapping on today, and that's very much all of us kind of, I feel like everyone's looking at what everyone else is doing and assessing, am I doing the right thing, are others doing the right thing, and there's some judging of self and others going on. So I just want to tune into that and tap into that. And you know, a link to that can be anger as well. I don't know if you can connect with that. So I just want to encourage you to feel into that. So before we start with tapping, so tapping is a technique whereby we really we're shifting energy around our bodies, just to help us relax. So it's a proven method to really kind of to help calm our entire nervous system. And in EFT we go into the negative rather than just excluding the negative and going straight to the positive. We do look at the negative and connect with it and just allow it to be there. But for now, I'd like you just to take a couple of really deep breaths. So maybe in for 3 and out for 5. Just really fill your lungs. Just ask yourself, is there anything you're judging others for? Lots of people, lots of photos of people in parks, overcrowded parks in London, lots of get-togethers of lots of people. Or is it something at home? Are you thinking, could you be doing better with homeschooling your children? Is there anything you or others you feel could be doing better? And how are you feeling about that? Is there a sadness or an anger or a frustration? I'd just like you to be really honest with yourself and just tune into, and perhaps you can name that emotion, what you're feeling. Maybe it's anger. Let's go with anger. Anger, seeing that you're at home, you're staying safe. Yes, you may be exercising every day, but you're at home keeping yourself and your family safe, whilst there are others just constantly out and about, having a jolly, maybe driving their car around into the hills to go for a nice walk or whatever it is, and maybe you're seeing that, and what reaction is there with you? So just tune into that, and maybe you can just answer this question: how intense is that emotion of, let's say, anger? Let's just go with anger as an example, but please go with whatever you're feeling right now in terms of judging yourself or others. So let's just go with this anger. Can you feel this anger anywhere in your body? Could be in the stomach, could be in the head. What does it feel like? Perhaps you can name it. Maybe it's a lump in the throat or a tightness in the chest. I'm feeling a tightness in my chest actually. So let's just go with that. And in terms of intensity, it's probably a 7 out of 10. So just give it a level of intensity. If 10 is really high, and 1 is, I'm not really massively feeling it at all. Okay. So 7 out of 10 intensity of anger, which I personally can feel as a restriction in my chest. Okay, so just remember, and perhaps you can make a note of your level of intensity, what exactly it is you can feel, so the more you can name it, the better, and where you can feel it. So as we're tapping, we're stimulating meridians, so energy pathways around our body, whilst we're just slowly and gently just releasing the impact of negative emotions on our both mental and physical well-being. Okay, so just take a deep breath again. And just repeat after me, maybe out loud or quietly in your head, and just be sure to adapt the wording to what you need right now. Even though I can feel this tight restriction in my chest, because there's anger observing the behaviour of others, and knowing that that might have an impact on our freedom in the next few weeks. But I choose to accept myself anyway. I'll repeat that, a similar sentence again. Even though I can feel this anger in my chest, and it's a 7 out of 10 intensity. This anger about the behaviour of other people who are so selfish, just choose to do what they want to do rather than thinking about the greater good of all. But I choose to accept myself and others anyway. Even though I can feel the 7 out of 10 anger in my chest, I choose to love and accept myself. So we're now going through these tapping points. Please just leave out the facial points if you haven't in the last 5 minutes washed your hands. We're just tapping the crown of the head, this anger. Corner of the eye, this anger in my chest. As in eyebrows, corner of the eye. The 7 out of 10 intensity anger in my chest. And just name it for you. What was it for you? Underneath the eye. I know I am judging others. Underneath the nose. But fact is, their behaviour makes me angry. Makes me angry that I am sat here at home, keeping myself and others safe, curtailing my own freedom, whereas others are just constantly out there. Some others are just doing what they want rather than thinking of the greater good, just underneath the collarbone, and that makes me angry. I feel this anger in my chest. Underneath the armpit, this anger in my chest. Across the wrist. Why can't people just for once just stick to what is good for the greater good of all? Just annoys me. Fingers. So either side of the nails, okay? Just tapping. It annoys me that people just can't do as they're told for once. keep us all safe, for the sake of the NHS, and it angers me that people aren't considering that. How can people be so selfish? I'm doing what I can, but even that might not be enough. Am I doing enough? Am I doing enough for the greater good of others? There's so much judgment of myself there. I'm not sure if I'm doing everything right at home. I'm trying my best, but I know it's not perfect. I'm not perfect. But I'm trying so hard to cope with this situation. But it's not perfect. But then I'm sometimes frustrated with myself that I can't do better. All these pictures of others, of their amazing ideas of what they're doing with children, or how they're filling their time, exercising lots, doing all of these things, but I'm frustrated with myself that I can't keep up. I can't do it all. But maybe I'm just judging myself. Maybe it's not right that I'm judging myself. I have imperfections, and those around me, those I've been judging, have imperfections. Maybe I can just look inwards and not worry about what others are doing or doing right or doing wrong. Maybe I can just start releasing some of this anger. This anger which stems from me comparing myself to others, which stems from me judging others as well as myself. Maybe it's time to let go of all judgment. With judgment come opinions which run high, emotions which run high, which are impacting me. This restriction in my chest. Name whatever you felt it was right at the beginning. This restriction in my chest. It's anger. Anger observing the behaviour, selfish behaviour of others, but it's also frustration with myself and my own behaviour. Frustration that I'm comparing myself with others when I shouldn't, for I know I'm doing my best. So I shouldn't be angry with myself. Because I know I'm doing my best. I don't need to see pictures of other people and what they're doing every day and all those amazing things and online meetings and exercises they're doing. So I know I am doing my best with all its imperfections. And so I allow myself to relax into this situation, to focus on what matters to me, to focus on what matters to my family, to focus on me and my family, keeping us safe and those I love. Maybe there's no need to judge myself. Maybe I can just let go of that frustration which comes with judging myself and judging others. Maybe just ever so slightly I can release that anger with the selfish behaviour of others. just like I have the reasons to not do certain exercises or certain online meetings, because it's all a bit too much. Only these people out in parks live in tiny flats, don't have any green space around them unless they can get out there. But maybe their reasons don't matter. Does it matter why they're out there? It doesn't matter if I just don't judge and just focus on what's important to me. So it's safe to release this anger. It's safe to just breathe deeply. And just be proud of what I've done and achieved so far. Just getting through these 2 weeks. I am enough. With all my imperfections, I am enough. And it is safe just to relax into the situation now, because I know I've done what I can. I release the pressure I've been putting myself under, the judging of self, and frustrations which have come with it, and the frustrations which have come with observing the behaviour of others. But I let go of all of that, because what counts is how I feel. I am safe. I am safe at home and my family is safe and healthy. So I release all anger and frustrations, replace them with positivity and compassion. Just take a deep breath and just tune into wherever you were feeling a particular emotion, whether it was anger or frustration in terms of judging yourself. Wherever you were feeling it at the beginning, just tune into that. How is it feeling now? Has it shifted? Has it changed? And has the intensity gone down? So no matter where you started at, so I started at on a 7 out of 10. It has gone down to I'd say a 4 out of 10 for me, but where is it for you? So just assess where it is, that intensity of that emotion you've been feeling and where you've been feeling it. Anything closer to 0 is a positive move, but you can always continue tapping on that and using your own words as well. But hopefully that gave you a good idea. Do please share this with someone or with family. Just hit the share button and let those know who could benefit from this. Maybe those who are putting themselves under quite a bit of pressure right now. I certainly was there in week 1. All those who are just constantly posting about other people's behaviour, you know, it's all about just protecting our own health. So that's what these clips are about. So I hope that gave you a good idea of EFT and what we can do with EFT, but I'd like to encourage you to message me if there are any particular topics you'd like to tap on, like me to tap on, and something, you know, anything you're feeling right now to do with this isolation and lockdown. It's probably something quite a few others are feeling watching these clips. So please post underneath it or private message me if there is something, and yeah, just hit the like and the share button. That would be good, because the more people who get tapping, the more people we can help relax and balance. So I wish you a nice rest of your day, and I shall speak to you over the next couple of weeks. Bye for now.